What's up, guys? Welcome back to Get Dipped, Liquid Wrap Shop in Dallas, Texas. We're back again. We have a Mercedes CLS 550, I believe. This has been at a paint shop, an auto body paint shop, for about like 3 or 4 months. He said since October, I think. And so it was gonna get painted matte green. They were taking too long. I think they were just, afraid of the cold or whatever. I don't know what he said exactly, but they didn't do it for months, so he brought it over here. He was kind of sick of it, so they've actually sanded all of this down for us already. We normally don't sand anything. It does go over fine over sanded areas. It is hard to remove, but he's not worried about that. So the thing is, we're about to do this all in matte green, matte Autoflex. So we're gonna use matte Autoflex Express on this. We're gonna do the door jambs as well. So literally all of that, the whole door jambs will all be green. I'm not sure about the trunk yet because I did look at the trunk already, and it looks like they took it apart like they were gonna paint the whole trunk jam. So I gotta talk to him about that first. But for now, it's actually super dusty. I believe it's probably been sitting for months. So I'm gonna power wash and wash the whole vehicle. That way we have something to work off of, and we're gonna do that right now. Let's go. Okay, I just finished washing it. There are a few places, like pretty much everywhere, where you see these black streaks. This is obviously some sort of rattle can primer, and it's a little bit rougher in that specific area than other areas. I'm gonna just go over it with some 400 grit while it's wet, sand that down, and then power wash it again, and it should be fine. Okay, so I ran over everything with 400 grit sandpaper with the water on it too, so it's pretty much a wet sand. So I just gotta move it over to the second shop too, so we can disassemble. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take apart all the door handles, mirrors, and door panels. Since we're doing the door jambs, we have to take off these door panels. The handles gotta come off because that's how you do a quality job. And the mirrors, same thing. So we're gonna do all that. Well, we've been putting in some work on this Mercedes. I don't know why I have not picked up the camera. It's been a busy day. I got all of the chrome trim off the doors, the bumpers off. That was already pretty much done. Shut up!
You?
What were you gonna say?
I did some of this too, man.
Dude. Always trying to get credit. Like, what? So we got the door panels off, all of the door panels. Like, dude, okay. We got all the door panels off. We got the mirrors off. We're not taking off the door handles. I realize it's really hard. We are gonna take off this chrome piece right here as well. We're taking off all of the rubber trim that goes around the doors. That way we can tape it up and get it ready to paint the door jambs. Damn, we gotta take this off too. This is plastic, man. There's a lot of plastic on these goddamn Mercedes, man. A lot of plastic. Okay, so the customer finally showed up and he looked at the car. He decided he's doing the whole thing in the matte green, and all of these parts, all the chrome parts, are gonna be gloss black, including the mirrors and the antenna, and then the silver part. This is just the front hood piece. I don't even know what you would call that. It's not an intake or anything like that. I don't know what it is. It's mostly just houses the windshield wiper jets, so that's what it does. Also, we're gonna do the brakes gloss red just like we did on the Range Rover because, I mean, it looks so good. Like, duh. Yeah, he came by and saw this vehicle too. He saw the brakes and he was like, yeah, we gotta do that. This car is so gutted at this point. Like, it has nothing on it. There are no rubber seals or anything. All the chrome trim is off. Like, it's just bare door jams. We're doing the trunk jam as well. And he's actually missing this liner that goes here. I don't know where it is. He might have it somewhere, but it's not in the vehicle. So we're just gonna spray the entire back of the trunk and the trunk jam itself. For the Mercedes, we are doing all the gloss black parts today while we're doing the brakes on the Challenger. That is the mirrors, all the chrome around the windows. Is this back plate. This is also around the windows right here, the blonde ones. Just the miscellaneous emblems and the hood vent. So let's get to it there, bub. All right, guys, we got the Mercedes in the booth. So we're taping it up. Everything is getting taped. So we're doing the door jambs and the trunk jam, as I've said many times. The way we do this is we have to take off the door panel, and then we have to mask around the door panel so we don't actually tape all of his electronics here. And then we also have to tape the door jamb holes. We pretty much just take off the rubber trim and then we back mask it and then put plastic here. So this will all have plastic so we don't spray inside the car. We have plastic here so we don't spray its internals. And everything else though, I mean, really all we do typically is spray the door jamb itself and then close the doors. Obviously not all the way, usually about that much. Spray the doors themselves. So that way we don't have to spray the door jambs one day and the car the other day. And also make sure there's no seams between the car and the door jambs. Seamless, just like a paint job. That's what we're going for. And we're gonna make it happen, all right? We're also doing the brakes. He wanted gloss red on the brakes, so we're gonna do that too. All right, guys, we just popped the trunk on these boys, okay? We had to take the trunk off. And the reasoning behind taking it off, why did we do that again? Oh, it's easier. So like, let me explain why it's easier, right? If we have the trunk on, then we have to continuously open and close the trunk because we gotta paint the outside and the inside of the trunk. This way, we can get to the whole outside of the trunk, of course, and I can spray the whole sides that are the inside of the trunk, so I don't have to worry about that at all. Good things happen when you try new things, boys. You gotta try new stuff sometimes. Yeah. All right. All of the plastic has been installed. Is that what you would call it, installed? All right, so we got the plastic on the doors. See, just as I was saying, so the doors have the plastic. So we have plastic around all the door panels. It just comes over the top right here. And then there's also the big hole here. So all of that is taped up. So the way we do it, we're just gonna spray. I like to spray the door jambs themselves first. So I just have the doors open. I'll probably spray all of the door jambs. And then I'll do the roof while the doors are open. Have a little bit more space like that. Then I'll close the doors, usually to about like right there. So right there, it's actually not touching anything. It can dry like that, and then we spray the whole outside of the car. So that's the plan of attack. We're doing the brakes right now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so we're back. We got the Mercedes. We've been prepping it all goddamn morning. It's clean. It's taken like, what, 3 or 4 times wiping this down to clean it? Dude, 3 or 4 times. It's exhausting. Anywho, it is clean. We have tack ragging it right now. The tack rag is just to pick up any dust that might be on it still. But the brakes are done. They're covered up. Wheels are back on. All right, let's get going. Okay, so all of the black base is done. It looks really, really smooth. We've been doing the jams as well. We also got a PS5 in here. I started spraying it in the same green we're about to use, but we have a PS5 cover, so let me know if you guys want us to do any PS5s. Okay guys, the green Mercedes is done. Let me turn the lights on. All right, so the Mercedes is done. We have done it in the matte green. It's Halo EFX mil-spec green, which is actually a discontinued color, so don't try to get this exact color. We finished it all. It looks really, really good. We did the door jambs too, so everything came out great. What the move is now, quite a bit of work putting all of the doors and stuff back together. That's gonna be the main bulk of today. Basically just taking off all the tape. Everything is clean on the inside. That's what happens when you bag mask like that. Thankfully, we're gonna take off all the plastic and stuff. We're gonna take it into the other shop and then start putting the door panels and everything else back together. And then we can start putting on taillights and bumpers and all that. Let's go. Just an update on the PS5, guys. The PS5 is black right now. I'm gonna spray it with carbon red pearl. We got that Jordan in there. Oh, it looks so clean. Ooh. So we're gonna do that red and then the clear coat. And that's gonna be, as soon as I can get this out, I can start spraying this again. First coat of carbon red on the PS5. Oh my gosh, man. 1 coat of carbon red is like already a lot. We're gonna do like 3 coats of carbon red and then we're gonna clear coat it and that'll be that. It's gonna look so cool. Man. All right, guys, this is day 2. The PlayStation controller and the console are done. Super happy about that. They look really good. All right, we got all the plastic taken off and I'm in a bit of a predicament. So I put the trunk on with Charlie and I was so excited to see if the trunk lined up right. I closed the trunk and I forgot to plug in all the stuff for the trunk. Basically, the mechanism that locks the trunk, it doesn't do anything now when you pull it because, you know, there's no wires to it. We need the key and I actually have the fob, but the fob itself does not have the key in it. I don't know where the key is. I asked the customer, he said he might be at the other shop that it was at before. He might have another one, so we're gonna wait on that. Time goes on, so we're gonna keep working. Okay, we in shop 2. Okay, let's just take a second and admire it. It looks so good. It looks like a tank, guys. We're gonna go ahead and start putting things back on. So first things are first. We gotta put on this, what was once a chrome piece, it's now a gloss black piece. We gotta put this on first so we can then attach the rubber to that and fill in all the rubber and the door jambs and such. Getting on that right now. It's a ton of tiny screws. All right, guys, I got all of the rubber in. I got all of the trim in. It looks really good. So all that gloss black, the mirrors are in. Pretty much everything for the doors is in. We even did the door panel. panels, all the rubber, tons of work. It is crazy how much work it is just to do door jambs. People ask me all the time, why are door jambs so expensive? That's why. We did run into an issue with the trunk. The trunk is locked. The wiring for the trunk is gone, and we thought we had a key. He brought the other key, didn't work. We're calling a locksmith. The locksmith's on his way so we can unlock this trunk. There's still a lot of stuff in the trunk, like all the parts for the front bumper, the headlights, taillights, pretty much all that in there. Gotta get that trunk unlocked. All right, guys, update. We got the trunk open. We actually had somebody come and make a key, unlock that trunk. Once we unlocked the trunk, we got all the parts out, put on the taillights, and the front bumper is pretty much totally put on. He got a second grill, so this is the new grill that he got. We're gonna spray this black and he'll switch it out probably later this week. I'm gonna finish putting this bumper together and show you guys. The car is totally done. Everything's put back together. He's finally gonna leave. Finally got the wheel on. Everything should be good. Sadly, I can't get any video of it outside because it's raining, but I'll have some pictures. So we picked up that Mercedes and left me this one. We're gonna do the brakes on it in yellow with, you know, black stickers on it. So that's gonna be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out our other channel, Brett's in the description, and that's a wrap.